financial literacy, nation-to-nation trade, Indigenous-led policy reform. These are just a few of the many discussion points at today's First Nations Economic Forum. Here in Winnipeg, First Nations business professionals, leaders, and entrepreneurs from coast to coast are gathered to strategize and discuss economic opportunities. Harold Kalla, the executive chair of the First Nations Financial Management Board, said the conference was inspired by the economic growth driven by the First Nations Fiscal Management Act.
More and more First Nations became involved in seeing economic opportunity that was before them and began to pursue those kinds of options. What we started to see as a result of that is how we could benefit from sharing our experiences and how we might create a united voice to advance the ideas that we saw that could reduce the impediments and support economic development.
During the question period, many participants brought up the Nawe-Udina redevelopment project in Winnipeg as a site of economic opportunity. In late April, construction commenced on the repatriated lands. Upon completion, it will become the largest urban reserve in the country. Guy Dumas, a longtime business leader and tribal economies advocate, comes from Matthias Colum Cree Nation. He traveled to the conference to network and learn how other communities are tackling economic development.
We have a lot of businesses and enterprises going on right now. There's still a whole lot of room to grow, and I came here to meet some people and talk to some people about what they're doing in their area, because I'm fascinated by all of this, and there's some brilliant people here.
During group discussions, Dumas brought up policy reform, questions of ownership, and procurement of digital assets as key considerations.
It's time for radical change, not just incremental change, but radical change that will create that critical mass that we need throughout Indigenous country to change our economy. Because I know we have the capacity, we have the skills, we have the know-how, we have everything that we need to create this economy that we desperately need to have.
On Tuesday, the conference wrapped up with more participant-led discussions about economic growth. While this marks the first forum, Kalla says it will be one of many to come. Sierra Bettens, APTN National News, Winnipeg.